put out this video because I wanted to reach out to the folks that have similar interests as myself, people who like to travel, and how your Medicare is impacted by that when you travel. If you're traveling within the United States, as I've mentioned in previous videos, your Medicare is good anywhere in the United States as long as it's through a Medicare or doctor who accepts Medicare for payment. So that's not a problem. Now, if you're traveling outside the country, your Medicare coverage is very limited. You do have the option to have a Medicare supplement plan, which do end up being better for out-of-country kind of deals. 80% of the billed charges they will cover after you meet a $250 deductible, which isn't a whole lot to meet, but always a good idea to look into extra coverage if you're going to travel, especially outside the country. Right now, I don't think anybody's traveling just as the state of affairs are in the country, but when we do get back to that, Medicare is pretty limited as far as what it can cover when you're overseas. Now, there are some U.S. territories that you're eligible for some coverage in. Put a link in the video in the description too, so you can go check it out and see for yourself kind of some of the rules on it. But another thing is that Plan D, your prescription drug plan, does not work overseas. So if you need a prescription refill, unfortunately, sorry, your prescription drug plan is not going to cover you if you're somewhere out of the country. But as I said before, the Medicare supplement plan, and just about all of them, and all the major ones, the ones that I recommend, F, G, or N, all those ones cover 80% of your billed charges after you meet a $250 deductible. So, and it's possible that your Medicare might cover some things, but it just depends. It's very, very unique. As we know with Medicare, it's very tricky. That's why I put the link in the video to go check out more information on this specific topic, to see if any of those certain scenarios apply to you, so you can make a more informed decision on what kind of coverage you want to get. But what if you have Medicare Advantage? So by law, Medicare Advantage has to cover what original Medicare does. So they will also cover some stuff that happens overseas. And then there are some carriers out there that will cover even more than that. And it just depends who your carrier is and what your plan is. So I wouldn't expect a plan like that to be a $0 premium Advantage plan. But it is something to note that there are some Advantage plans out there that do have some foreign travel coverage. So if that's something that you're planning on doing, definitely look into it. If you're just traveling within the United States, original Medicare do just fine. Or if you have one of the bigger Medicare Advantage carriers that's nationwide, then you might be okay with that as well. So it's just good to check into your options. And like I said, I'll put the link in the description so you can check out Medicare coverage and how it impacts, or how you're impacted when you travel abroad and around the United States. So I hope that was helpful in answering that question of what's covered and what's not covered. And I put more, like I said, in the link below so that you can see more specifics on it. And post some comments. Where do you guys like to travel? Have any of your plans been canceled because of the coronavirus hitting? I know some of mine have, so that's unfortunate, but if you put it down in the comments, let us know, where you're going to be going next when this is all over. So I hope that's helpful. Subscribe to the channel, like us, and we'll continue to keep putting out more and more informational videos and content. Thanks, guys.